If you're looking for a slice of Miami in the Midwest, well then look no further than the Cherry Vale Mall here in Rockford, Illinois. You too can enjoy the feeling and energy of Miami right here in the Midwest, here in Illinois. I do suggest you check it out. Join me, shall you?
3 men are now facing charges in connection to the March shooting at CherryVale Mall.
CherryVale Mall had a power outage around 1 this afternoon. During that time, an automatic message alerted people to leave the mall. False claims of an active shooter spread. Cherry Vale police reassured that there was no threat. ComEd is estimating the lights will go back on in about an hour.
And 7 people are in police custody after a large fight broke out at the CherryVale Mall Wednesday night.
It's supposed to be a safe place where we can go and shop and have fun with our family, but that wasn't the case last night outside the Cherry Vale Mall when someone was shot and killed in the parking lot. The mall was put on lockdown until police confirmed the area was safe. Emery Wilder spoke to someone who was inside when that shooting happened.
Marissa, while police say this was an isolated incident, the witness I spoke to says she's unsure when she'll be back after knowing what happened. According to Cherry Valley Police, they received a call a little after 7 p.m. The caller said someone was shot in the parking lot of Macy's. When officers got there, they found a man unresponsive near a car. Police were able to secure the area. A spokesperson with the CherryVale Mall said they are deeply saddened by the shooting. The mall says their thoughts and prayers are with the victims' loved ones and that they appreciate the first responders. Customers can expect an increase in police coverage over the next several days.
CherryVale Mall is back open after someone pulled a gun out earlier today. Cherry Valley police say a couple of men got into a fight on the upper level near JCPenney just after 2 this afternoon. It's not clear what happened, but one of the men did pull a weapon. No shots were fired. No one was hurt. The mall was put on lockdown while police investigated. Police are looking at videos of the fight. We're told officers will be around the mall for the rest of the night.
Fugitive News making headlines this morning. It was a busy scene at CherryVale Mall yesterday after police say a shooting took place outside one of the stores there. Cherry Valley police say the shooting happened just before 1 p.m. at the entrance of Macy's. They say the shooting forced the mall into a temporary shutdown, but luckily, nobody was hurt.
Police say someone opened fire outside of the CherryVale Mall this afternoon.
Police search for suspects after a Sunday shooting outside CherryVale Mall. No one was hurt, but some people tell us they're concerned for their safety around the mall.
Michelle Rave joins us now. Michelle, one man you spoke with claims he may not take his family to CherryVale anymore.
Mimi and Eric, that's right. The latest shooting at CherryVale Mall has left a bitter taste in some shoppers' mouths. A man I spoke with was across the street with his son when it happened, and now he says he'll no longer visit, especially with his family.
I see a lot of stabbings happening there, a lot of stuff happening out there in the parking lot, a lot of shootings at the mall.
Hans Jansen lives in Davis, but Sunday made the trip to Petland across the street from CherryVale Mall.
I told him, well, maybe today will be different, so I went to Petland, and on the way home we passed, 3 sheriffs that were doing some hot speed, and as I just left the area and I had no idea what happened until I got home.
Jansen says situations like the weekend shooting raise big safety concerns. Police say it is important for shoppers to always be aware of their surroundings in case you are faced with an emergency.
If you are in the main hallway of the mall and the mall is beginning to lock down, it's very important that they go to the nearest store to be inside the store for the lockdown and not in the main hallway. If they see a mall security officer, it would be best to go to them because they do have direct contact with us with radios. If there's not a mall security officer available, they need to call if it's an emergency situation.
Cherry Valley Police Department released these images from mall security cameras. They show who are believed to be suspects in the shooting. Eyewitness News reached out to CherryVale Mall for comment. They released this statement saying, "We take the incidents that have occurred on property very seriously. We certainly understand the public's concerns and do not take them lightly." But for Jansen, he's still uneasy about bringing his family anywhere near the mall.
I definitely don't want to take my son around somewhere that stuff like this happens, or I may need to protect their lives.
Cherry Valley Police tell me the investigation is still ongoing. If you have any information, you're encouraged to call police. Eric?
Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you. And a man now faces charges from a Valentine's Day shooting at CherryVale Mall. Marquise Caldwell was arrested on Monday in Wisconsin. Authorities say Caldwell followed another person from the mall to the parking lot. He then allegedly fired several shots at their car. No one was hurt in the shooting. And new at 6 tonight, police say they found the suspect quickly because it was all caught on camera.
If you think no one is watching those cameras, you're mistaken.
Cherry Valley police say they used this security footage to help build a case against Caldwell. You can see him here inside the mall, and here police say this is Caldwell outside, pointing a gun at a man getting into an SUV. Police say Caldwell was likely following the man around the mall.
This mall is part of our community. As a Rockford native, I grew up coming to this mall. My wife and kids come to this mall still, and especially on cold winter weekends.
Caldwell faces up to 45 years in prison if convicted.
A man learns his fate in court in connection to a Cherry Vale Mall shooting. Police say Marcello Johnson was involved in a gang fight outside the mall in March of 2018. That fight spilled out onto the parking lot. That's when they say Johnson fired a gun outside of Barnes & Noble. He is sentenced to 12 years in jail for 2 counts of aggravated discharge of a firearm.
CherryVale Mall's owner files for bankruptcy. CVL Properties filed for Chapter 11 this week. This does not mean the mall will permanently close. The company says all of its businesses will operate as normal, and shoppers should not expect any changes. CVL Properties executives say the filing means the company will try to reduce total debt by about $1.5 billion.
The safest place to be right now may be CherryVale Mall. That's because it's Northern Illinois Police Memorial Week. All weekend long, police officers from across the state line have the chance to meet some of the residents they're sworn to protect. They're showing off some of their rides, too, including a Hummer, police cruisers, and motorcycles. The week is meant to honor officers who died in the line of duty.
Go, man, go! Police coming, police!
Around, I'll check out what the Midwest malls have to offer. This is the first mall since I moved up to Wisconsin. I don't live in Illinois. My girlfriend's got some work here, and so I just thought I'd kill some time. I dropped her off. Pretty chill. Alright, keys, wallet, phone, we're good. That's all I need. I don't have a purse or a man bag. Alright. Oh, you know what? I didn't wear my sunglasses. I'm already like goofy enough. I gotta change. Hold on. There's a nice shot of the water tower. Anyway, okay, let me get my regular glasses. Oh, there's my wallet. I want to bring that too. Whoops. Anyway, I went to a eye doctor and I heard him putting the glasses on the kid's face, and he's like, always remember, off the face, in the case. I never forgot it. My glasses have always been in good condition and I don't lose them. Off the face, in the case. There you go. There's a nugget for you right off the bat. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's check out this mall before it closes. Alright. I got my gat off safety, don't worry. No, I'm just kidding. It's on safety. Alright. This looks like it's going to be an interesting mall walking, to say the least. It looks pretty big, but I could be wrong. It looks even possibly 2-story. I could be wrong. You've got a tilted bowl, eat, and drink. You can bowl and you can eat and you can drink simultaneously, if you so desire. The weather's nice. This is like dream weather. It's perfect. More perfect than Florida, because Florida is so humid. I don't mind it, but alright. I want to get a nice shot with no people in it. There you go. There you go. CherryVale Mall, Vision Works. Okay, cool. Let's get in there. Oh yeah, it is on like Donkey Kong, my friends. I hear pets, right? Is that a pet store? Why is everybody looking at me like I'm an alien? Look at that. Oh, yeah, a lot of these stores are like closing. What? This is weird. I'm in the Midwest Mall, like walking Midwest Mall walk. Furry babies at the tilted bowl, eat and drink. Just what I need, a giant baby Yoda. Can't stand the character. It's a hairless gizmo, and it's a Kathleen Kennedy creation, and I'm sick of it. Little People's Closet. This mall is getting dirty looks from people, and I don't even know why. I literally have a smiley face on my shirt, and I'm not even gonna say anything. I haven't even said anything mean or racial or political, divisive, polarizing. I feel like there are gangs here, though. I'm gonna stay away from the clusters of people. This is the first time that I've been in the Midwest where it's been this is like a Miami feeling in here. Like, I feel like I'm in a Shark Tank and the sharks are just like waiting, Because there's a lot of bootleg stores in here too, by the way. Kamie's Crafts doesn't sound like a national chain. This is the first time since I've been in the Midwest where I'm a minority, which is normal in Florida, so it's no big deal. I'm not like scared, but I've had some interesting looks, to say the least. I'm going to use my yogic power of invisibility to just float through this mall. It's very interesting. I would not want to be here tripping. It's a very particular vibration I can't put my finger on. But they do have a lot of the regulars. Victoria's Secret. I'm sure there's a GNC. Obviously, there's a Macy's. And it is 2-story. We have confirmed, obviously. You know what Victoria's Secret is, right? Victoria's Secret is they're men. That's the secret. That's Victoria's Secret. She has a dong. Anyway. It's iffy at best in here, folks. Would you trust the hot dog? All right, let's see what we got going on at the food court here. Oh yeah, I feel like I'm in it. I feel like I'm in Miami. All right, you've got Ruby Thai Kitchen, Kobe's Japanese. I don't see any handle. Crazy. And there's a whole table of cops. There's like 20 cops over there sitting at a table. You've got Quencher's Smoothies. Be a jerk and follow us. Hopefully they just think I'm a crazy mall walker. Taco Bell is closed. It could not thrive. That looks like a closed and shut down Taco Bell. They're not open for business tomorrow. They could not make it here. It's interesting that there was like at least 8 cops there at that table. But this mall has an energy field like none other. The Titusville Mall has its own. This is something else. Rockford don't play. Yeah, well, there's whites behind the counter, though. Again, there's no hate. It's just, I call it as I see it. I'm autistic, so, hey, I'm retarded, so give me some space. These are appearing everywhere in the mall now. I wonder if we can find a mystery bag. Probably not. They're like, yo, I ain't buying that shit. I don't know what it is. She's closing up for the day. The Daily Thread. Calling it a day. This is the higher frequency part of the mall. Not because there's sports stuff. I don't know why. It just feels, I literally can feel a frequency shift over here. And it's an absence of people. Very high frequency coming from the furniture store. I'm tempted to go in there, but I'm mall walking and I'm talking, so I'd be way too loud in there. But what I will do, I did see an escalator over here. It's time to go to the second floor. And then maybe I'll look at the comments. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the comments. I'm too busy watching my back. I'm very vulnerable. Okay. Don't let him catch you slipping. All right. I feel like there could be female gangs out here for some reason too. Like female gangs for real. All right. Oh, it's coming up. That's just what your kid needs to be right there. A psychopath with a knife. Rock America, that rock and roll t-shirt store. Gadgets in repair. Buddy, I fix your phone. Okay, Claire's. The restroom. I really have to go. This is not going on YouTube, but the true fans get the real deal. Here we go. Probably gonna be a long one. It's so sticky. Oh god. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, it's so sticky, dude. Oh, dude. Please lock. I don't think it's locking. Ugh. I gotta take my chances. Hold on. So there you go. Oh, this is so gross, dude. Oh, it's so gross. Please don't let me stuck in here. Oh, it's so gross. Please don't let me be stuck in this fucking mall bathroom. That would be like the worst thing in the world, dude. Hold on. Oh, thank God, dude. I gotta wash my hands again after that. Oh, that was so fucking gross, dude. If I would have got locked in here, oh, what a fucking nightmare. Alright. The Midwest Miami Mall. That's what I'm calling this one. Oh, I gotta touch it again. Ugh. Alright. Quite an adventure we're having, huh? There I am. See, look, smiley face t-shirt. That's why everybody hates me. Because they're sad. And they're depressed. Okay. Now we gotta make it through the top ring. I think we might have a higher frequency at the top. But we'll find out. There's hope already at the top. Just don't want to get jumped. I feel high probability of being targeted and jumped. And I usually don't feel this way at all anywhere I go. And I've been to some rough places. This mall has a very interesting frequency. No offense to anybody that watches this, because I realized today editing my Titusville video how harsh it was, but that's why it's funny. Because it's actually true. It's much better vibe up here. I don't know how frequencies work themselves out like that, but man, cream really does rise to the top. We survived the bottom. I don't even remember what entrance I came in. Anyway, this mall's pretty big. For a Midwest mall, this has been a very interesting experience. I can't wait to see what the one in my hometown is all about. Well, as you can see, capitalism is still chugging along. How strong is the chug? Who knows? Is it limping? Probably. I'm just always, even with retail stores like scale, inventory, the margins. Like, this is a nice shot. That's a good shot. Okay. I'm going to read all the comments at the end. When I get to the car, if I make it, I'm going to scroll back and I'm going to read your comments. I'm not going to read them now. I'm really tailoring this content for YouTube. You just happen to get the lucky part of being on it live. I've considered doing it on YouTube live, but the audience is bigger on this account. Well, if you need a stuffed thing, we got you. If you need a stuffed Pikachu, we got you in spades. All right. Okay, there's some high trust people up here. That's why they put the Yankee Candle at the top. They know. They're like, we know. Bath and Body Works, they're like, we know too. We know where to put it. Gonna set the algorithm, copyright thing off and black the video. Gotta do it with my voice out of tune. That place gives me a headache. I couldn't work there. Relaxed place? That doesn't look relaxing at all. Yeah, I'm getting the dirty looks, brother. You don't like it. He's drowning out the fucking mall with his music. Do you hear that? He's drowning out the mall with his music, and he gave me a dirty look. Come on, bro. Yep, I see some snatch crews. We gonna get hit cracker ass. Ooh. There you go. Rugged country. Rugged country. Twisted X boots. Rugged country. Sarah Taylor Hope Company. Tilt Studio. I should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to rope and ride. Tilt Studio. Let's walk through here. As long as it's free, bro. Oh, yeah. Let's overwhelm our senses. Whoa, wow, look at the floor. The floor is LGBTQ. It's Pride Month in here every month. There's kids everywhere. Notice I'm not putting them on the camera because I'm not a sicko like you. Anyway, I better get out of here. Because I don't, I am just running around with a camera. But it's overwhelming. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. I can't stand on the LGBTQ carpet too long or my feet will just burn right off. Oh, that's much better. That little thing at the end there de-gays you. See, it scrambles up the pattern. It de-gays you. If you step on the LGBTQ pattern too long, who knows what can happen. You might have to start sending Owen Benjamin money. I like Owen, by the way. That wasn't a knock on him. You pay your gay away, you faggot. Everybody on this floor is Looney Tunes. Don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle. As we bombard you with LGBTQ propaganda, get your foot rubbed at the mall. Get that JD. They're hiring. Fellas, got a job for you at JD. Okay. Uh-oh. It's getting sparser and sparser. I had the phone set at 100%. So I can walk and talk pretty much as much as I please. Miss Fields, maybe I should get a cookie. Sugar. Zales is hung up for the night. It's over for Zales. Good night, Zales. Good night. Oh, I haven't hit this corridor yet. Nope. She's tightened it up. It ain't over just yet. It's over. Auntie Anne's. The pretzel died, see? It went to heaven. It's got a thing over its head. You're eating dead pretzels. JCPenney, it's still going, but it's closed. Gonna follow out the Zales Jewelers. Everybody's calling it a night, bruh. It's over. Rockford Style Center, they're gonna close soon. Get your goods at the mall, boy, they close. Alright, let's just walk by JCPenney, fuck it. The sign just has a vibe to it. Ooh, yeah, you hear that buzz? Back rooms. Liminal. Liminal moment. non-liminalists hate to see it. I always like to look at the directory. Maybe I'll screenshot it later for the title card. Upper level, lower level, Macy's. Tilt Studio. Alright. Cool. Glad we got that in there. Half-Tet Food Court, it looks enticing. Yummy, it looks enticing. Honeycomb your hair. Honeycomb your hair. I'm not racist, so I won't say things. Eat the dead angel pretzel. Alright, now I gotta escape from this mall. This is an interesting mall. If you're in the area, I highly recommend you check it out. We're not getting in the video until I escape the labyrinth. Macy's is tempting, but I think I'm going to find my escape pod. All right. I think I need to, you know what? I'm going to take the elevator as the cherry on top. I'm going to take the glass elevator, the cherry on top, literally. People in it gonna see me go down. Do you feel hopeless? The answer is Jesus. 2 for 2 with the Jesus references. The last one had a pretty good one in it too. All right. Here it comes. I'm gonna read some comments when I get to the car. I can't see any. I haven't looked at any comments for the sake of making this video. Let's see how fast this elevator is. It would be so sweet if I got to be on it alone and I could just end the commentary there. The path of life, who is God? Come and see. Should we take the path of life? Literature? Yes, we should. Because it's free and it's entertainment for me. Oh yeah, ding dong. That's the sound that I heard when I hit enlightenment. Sweet. Close it before it gets on. Yes. Cherry on top for my video. You know I'm playing a character, right? Kind of. But I still haven't left the mall yet. I'm going to try to find the path of life, and let's see if we can find my car. Okay. Glad I didn't get stuck in the pisser. That would have been embarrassing. Oh, you know what? I'm a fucking retard, dude. I'm standing. Oh no, I'm going back up again. No. I was standing there thinking that door is going to open. Trust God's plan, bro. Alright, now I'm going to have to shut up. Let's listen to their conversation. Oh, here we go. I'll read your comments in the car. If I can find it. All right, very good elevator etiquette there, ladies and children first, and people getting off always get off first. I hate it when people just rush. Okay, now where did I come in? I know it wasn't Macy's. I'm gonna find it. Oh, I wish I knew actually where it was. I should have had a better plan going into this. As you can tell, I'm picking up speed. I don't even know if I remember any of this stuff. Tribal trends, I don't remember. Snipes, I don't remember. Is this like a whole wing I missed? Oh no, I remember Keeney's Crafts. Okay, we are on the path to enlightenment. I do believe. Trusting my intuition. Yep, I remember coming in with the kids. We are going to be... Alright. The signal, I don't know how great the signal is, but it looks like I found the path to enlightenment here, and my car should be not too far down the street. Caution, wet for Cuidado piso mojado. Don't fall and die like that guy did. Alright, I'm going to read my Jesus book. Man, I'm just retarded today. Alright. Yeah, this is it. This was the entrance. Yeah, those same two women are still there talking, literally. Those same women are still talking.
Well, once I came back as a brewery, a brief unresolved, and not all that.
Those women are still talking. That when I left, or when I came in. Alright. Well, that was the Cherry Vale Mall. Glad I survived it. Whew. That was a close call in there. I felt the gangs stalking their prey. But once again, big brain, float universe, escapes and lives to tell another tale. Assuming I can find my car. I think I can find it. Illinois. Illinois is not so bad. I don't live here. I just happen to have big times to kill. And it's rare that I'm going to get to some of these malls. So I'm like, this mall looks very interesting. It did not disappoint. Just like that bag of trash. Expectations were definitely met. All right. Okay. Let's read the comments now. Okay, now I'm caught up. All right, I read all the comments. So you should go to YouTube if you enjoy mall walking. Maybe I'll drive the perimeter, but I did not feel safe in that mall. And I've been to malls in Atlanta, and I felt just fine. In Miami, where I felt just fine, there was something off about that mall. I don't know what it was. I went into it with an open mind. It was totally the opposite of my expectations. But it's still a mall that functions, and people are going to it, so that's cool. All right, who wants to join? Like, I can't do a thing. Oh, I can't. Sorry, Joel. I can't do a. I can't talk. I can, but I don't want to. How about that? I'm being honest. Not just you, but just anybody. You know what I mean? Maybe another time. I'm about to start doing lives again a lot. Yeah, I won't be going back to that mall. I'm glad that I got to see it tonight. And it's Friday night too, right? So the time of recording is I think it's Friday the 11th. Let me just check that. Yeah, Friday, August the 11th. Whatever, I can't remember the name of the mall. But anyway. Didn't see anything I wanted to buy. Nothing happened. Just an interesting vibration in there. Okay, let's check out the path of life. Who is God? Let's see if I agree with some of these things. I don't agree with all Christians' teachings. Let me see if I have some water. I don't. All right, this is just reading scripture. I want to read what they're saying. Oh, it starts out with 9/11. When an airplane struck one of the Twin Towers in New York City on September 11th, 2001, which I don't believe in at all. Not that the towers weren't hit with something, but I don't believe the narrative. But when the second airplane struck the second tower shortly after it, everyone knew it was no accident at all. There was a mastermind behind the disaster. What did it take to prove that? Just 2 airplanes and 2 towers. Now, I tell you who did it. It's Israel. And neocons within your own government, and bombs in the buildings, and missiles masquerading as airplanes, Mossad. I still got to finish my documentary. I will go get water. Do you know your creator? They're just talking about, the first thing they do is, in the first paragraph of Creation and Evidence of God, is they amp you up with 9/11 imagery. Just immediately, I mean, not to me, but people can get triggered by stuff like that. Like emotionally and biochemically, and God is good. I'm sure I don't disagree with a lot of this stuff, but I don't think sin is what they probably think sin is here. I'm thinking sin is more like when you're unconscious, you're almost sinning without God, like when you're not in that space of oneness and God, like everybody's sinning by virtue of their unconsciousness. What 9/11 documentary is good on YouTube? There are no good 9/11 documentaries on YouTube. You have to go to BitChute. All right, I got to go get some water. Wata. I just walked through a giant mall. I probably should have got some in there, huh? All right. Well, let's read the comments. Are you a fan of Rick and Morty? No, because the guy's a pedophile. And the other guy's a creep, too, it turned out. And the second guy got in more trouble than the first guy did, and the first guy's way more a pedophile. Dan Harmon, way more. Is it Dan Harmon? No. It's Dan something. Dan Harmon's the Nickelodeon feet guy. Listen, just when I first saw Rick and Morty, first of all, and I'm talking about way in the beginning, I'm like, you know what? This is creepy. Back to the Future, when you actually think about it, is creepy. It's like a teenage guy hanging out with some weird old man. Just the basic premise of it, that this is who he's hanging. He's got a girlfriend, and then she's a good-looking, Jennifer's great and all that, but he's hanging out. He's spending his free time with this weird old man. And if you see the original Rick and Morty stuff, it's like super pedo stuff. It's like weird and creepy uncle vibes. Thank God I never had any of that in my life. But a lot of people have. That's where a lot of the abuse happens, apparently, is with somebody you know. Family, close friend. Someone that is given access to children. Always watch out for men that want to be around children. There's something wrong with that. Women, yeah. And also women that don't want children. There might be something wrong with that too. It's harming. Well, anyway, so both of those Rick and Morty guys, the other one ended up being some Me Too creep too. But the other guy's way worse. Dan Larson, I think it is. I had a weird uncle, depressed, narcissistic uncle. Yeah, it's gross. But Rick and Morty has super gross vibes for me. It's funny. It has smart moments. It can be entertaining. But the overall premise for me is just gross. And the guys that create it are gross. I mean, the one guy has a video of him having sex with a baby doll and like throwing it out a window or something. Or no, him coming through a window where a baby doll is sleeping and having sex with it. The guy's terrible. And it's just like James Gunn too, the Guardians of the Galaxy guy, pedo, but Disney fired him, then they bring him back, and then he goes to DC and he's ruining DC now. He was doing good with Guardians, but just horrible stuff. Pee Wee Herman's the same thing. So I find out that the Pee Wee Herman stuff is it's old pictures of children. Like old pictures of young children, you know what I mean? Like from like the 20s or something, 1910s. You know, like daguerreo types, silver, brown looking pictures. Like artistic, but children. And that was the crime. And of course, he's a Hollywood you know what, and so he gets free. Or the charges are dropped. James Gunn is a sick fuck. Yeah, he is. Look into it. What is your Instagram at? My Instagram is at Float Universe. Anyway, yeah, all that stuff is gross. All you need to know about media, and this is not to be offensive against all people of the small hat, because I love a lot of them. I love them. There's some great ones, and they're super entertaining. But make no mistake about it, all the bank stuff, all that stuff, Hollywood, media, all that. That's their values. Are those your values? You're not a fan of the MCU? The MCU, I have followed the Disney stuff with Star Wars and Marvel. Star Wars taking the knee to the woke stuff first is Kathleen Kennedy just destroying all of their IP. I mean, at first I was mad, but now it's hilarious. And then Marvel being destroyed from the inside out with woke people getting in positions of power and pushing their ideology. Because Marvel used to be good. Marvel used to be a guaranteed $1 billion movie almost every time. And now it's only going to get worse. Yeah, Jews. If they can't put their brakes on the Snow White movie, have you seen the Snow White movie? They can't use 7 dwarves because the guy from Game of Thrones or whatever is like, no, you can't be. I'm the only dwarf that can get all the roles. Fuck this. You need to be more inclusive. All this bullshit. And so he screwed the pooch for all his dwarf, potential castmates and coworkers and industry peers. No dwarf can get a job now. And so they got rid of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs as the title. And now it's like a black person, a Chinese person. It's like super inclusive 7 like magical people. And the Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, the Marvels movie, another bomb, another woke bomb. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants it forced. It's forced, and it's not entertaining. Like, I cannot believe what a catastrophe they did with the whole Star Wars franchise. Unbelievable. You pay $4 billion for something. They spent $2 billion on the Galactic Star Cruiser hotel experience that they are now shit canning. The Chinese used lasers to light the fires in Hawaii. Woke bomb. I love everybody. But if people really want to know the truth of why media is the way it is, it's mostly Jews that don't hold your best interests or sensibilities or beliefs, and I'm not talking about like Torah believing ones. I'm talking Talmud believing ones. I'm talking synagogue of Satan worshipers ultimately. I mean, Dracula's got the Star of David around his neck. In the movies, new Marvel's movies is going to be trash. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Star Wars. That's the truth, is they think you're goyim. You're cattle and you're slaves to be managed. And to a degree, I agree with them at this point. And that's why you get the goy slop, McDonald's, Wendy's, all that stuff. My whole town is goy slop. I mean, there's some restaurants that are not goy slop, but yeah. Manage the goyim. Oy vey, shut it down. Yeah, it's hip-hop, all that stuff. Controlled by... That's just what it is. And that's why Kanye had his bank account taken down, because he actually said it, Jews. And again, not hate, but like 99% of the people that run the banks, that run the record companies, that run Hollywood studios, companies that, like, let's say you start a company that makes bread, or you make a company that makes olive oil or something, and a giant Jew company will buy you out. Or goyim that are in alignment with aligned with the synagogue of Satan, aka they go to like the temple on Epstein Island. They go to the gay stuff in the woods. Alex Jones, what was that one? Bohemian Grove. Yeah, I'm gonna get water. I know. Was it you? My lips are like super chapped. Was it you or someone on your podcast that believes McDonald's is human people? It's me. I like the conspiracy that, and there's, if you look it up, there's a guy, there is a rabbi, an interview with a rabbi, and it said, yes, we take the children and we kill them and we take their blood for the Passover. And then we send their bodies to the slaughterhouse. And then you eat the children. The slaughterhouses send the food to McDonald's. Oy vey, you eat your own children. McDonald's 100% human meat. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. There's a Jewish businessman that openly admitted McDonald's being human meat. There you go. So take that for what you think. Double quarter pounder and Diet Coke is supposed to be 5D food. Well, I've just learned in the past couple days, especially my girlfriend cooking just bomb food, that it's so much cheaper and healthier and higher vibrational, even if it's not the highest, even if you're eating meat. Like, I know a lot of people say, oh, you're eating meat, I disqualify you as a conscious being. Like, literally, a lot of people just, right off the bat, just judge me and disqualify me because I like certain things that they don't like to eat because they consider it cruelty or unnecessary or low vibration. And I disagree. And that's okay. Talk about goy slop. Let's see the other comment. I saw another comment. My child absolutely is banned from eating McDonald's ever. Yeah, if we have children, it's going to be the same. And I have to abide by that too. I can't be a... Man, I got some... I got to go find some water. Is there anything in here? No, there's nothing in there. Okay. I better get out of this mall a parking lot before I get shot. Our ancestors grew from eating meat. It's nutrient dense. Yeah, I think meat is great. If you want a personal opinion on meat, after all the research I've done, all the documentaries I've watched, all the personal, like, trying to be vegan, trying to eat the best meat, all this stuff, you grow your own and you eat your own. That's the best way to do it. If you eat meat, you're eating some animal that lived hopefully a good lifestyle with you, and you don't eat meat all the time if you're having to kill all the time, and it costs a lot to do that, to raise animals and just kill them. So you just go about it differently. I would assume this is not from any experience, obviously. $4 water. Check out Weston a price book. Okay, whatever that means. But yeah, I'm gonna go find some water now, and then I'll come back because I have nothing to do but sit around and wait. I'm not going to drive around the city too much, but I am going to go find. Look, there's a little gas station over there. Fast Fuel. Oh, I love the backup camera, don't you? Oh, it's so good. All right. I think I was sitting there the whole time watching me just go off on the phone. Look at that sky. And that's a wrap for the mall here. Now we're going to go find some cottonmouth juice at the Fast Fuel. Oh, yeah. These lips have been abused. It's just a slower pace of life up here. Florida is like somebody stepped on a fucking ant mound. And it's like 10 different breeds of, like, species of ants living in the mound. All right. Oh, this is confusing. This is confusing. Gonna have to make an old Yui. I got nothing to do but drive around anyway. I just need to find water. I hate businesses that you can't get into easy. Cherry Valley. All right. Do you plan on getting married? Yes. Having kids? Yes. Perpetuation of the species. All right. I might have to turn around if I find some water. I like it up here. Now, when the snow comes, we'll find out how much I still like it. But I think at least the first will be such a novelty that I'll enjoy it. Maybe if I'm here for an indefinite amount of time, who knows? You never can tell. But I've seen enough alligators and giant mosquitoes and Mickey Mouse and beaches for a lifetime. Let's try something new. Okay. I need to make a U-turn and go back towards civilization. Oh, there's a gas station over there. Oh, too bad. All right, I'm going to hang it up and drive like a responsible human being. You are enlightened. And that is a wrap for the Cherry Vale Mall. One more cruise around before I call it a night. What an interesting mall. If you're in the Rockford area, I do suggest you check it out. Tell them I sent you. I'm sure they'll love it when I post this one. But yes, doing good here. I'd say half of the stores are bootleg. The other half are brands you've known and come to love. You get tilted, you can bowl, you can eat, and you can drink. All at the Rockford area mall here. Rose something. Cherry Vale Mall. Space available. I just saw a guy do a burnout. I should have kept the camera going. I just saw a guy do a burnout in the cop zone. He did a huge burnout right out of the mall. And I guess the cop was sitting right there. Gotcha. Just another day at the Cherry Vale Mall. Cherry Mall, Cherry Vale Mall, Cherry Vale Mall. Get your shopping and get a ticket. Doing burnouts in the parking lot. They don't fuck around here in Rockford, bruh. They don't do them things in the parking lot, bruh. Alright. But I want to get one too, but I don't. Let's see here. Yep. I think it's Rose Valley. Anyway. Signing out. Once again. Maybe I won't even put this in the video. Alright, you are enlightened.
Some breaking news to get to. More than 800 miles from the state line is where police say they've arrested the gunman accused of murdering 25-year-old Marcus McGlynn. This just steps from the front door of the Macy's department store back in April. Now here's what we've just learned tonight from police. Elijah Lucina, who is from Chicago, was arrested last Friday just outside of Atlanta, Georgia. They were able to identify him by his fingerprints after he was arrested following a traffic stop. His arrest happened hundreds of miles from Winnebago County and Fulton County, which means Lucina will now go through the extradition process, and that could take up to 30 days. Police told 13 News they strongly believe Marcus McGlynn was targeted by Lucina. Following his death, the department added more patrols to Cherry Vale Mall grounds. We'll alert you on our 13 News app when Lucina makes his first court appearance here in Winnebago County.